Guys, Pastor Greg Locke here. One of my goals in life is I want to be known as an extravagantly generous individual. And one of the ways I do that is by tipping my waiters and waitresses well. Let me say this about modern day Christianity. Did you know if you ask the average person that works as a waiter or a waitress in a restaurant, what is your least favorite day of the week to work? You already know the answer: Sunday. Why? Because Christians come in, they run up a huge bill, they barely tip, they complain and gripe, fuss, cuss, and bellyache about all kinds of stuff. And then we walk out and we wonder why people don't believe the gospel that we say we love so much. Today we walked out of a Cracker Barrel and I gave our waitress a $20 bill. While that may not sound like a whole lot of money to a waiter or a waitress, that's an unbelievable amount of money for just 30 or 35 minutes of work. She lit up like a Christmas tree. She hugged me. And sometimes you say, well, you just don't know that some waiters and waitresses are duds. Yeah, and sometimes I'm a dud, and no doubt sometimes you're a dud too. Has it ever dawned on you that maybe the reason she got your sweet tea wrong, maybe the reason your steak wasn't cooked to order properly, maybe the reason he's a little bit rattled, maybe they're fighting an addiction that you know nothing about. Maybe they've just come through a divorce. Maybe they've just lost a child. Maybe they're going through something that they do not think they will ever be able to get through. And all of your feuding, fussing, and cussing is just adding fuel to the fire. When's the last time you ever asked one of your wait staff, can I pray for you? Is there anything we can do for you? Hand them a $20 bill. Hand them a 10 if you don't have a 20. But I'm telling you, if you will tip well, then when they see you pray, it will mean more to them. Be known as a generous person. Be known as an extravagantly generous person. Don't just go into a restaurant and think you own the place. Those people have lives too. They have a backstory. They've got some stuff going on behind the eyeballs that we don't know anything about. I think good Christians don't go into a restaurant and act a fool. They're kind, they're gentle, they're compassionate, they're slow to anger, they're patient. And I also think good Christians tip well. And giving is not a matter of having a lot of money. It's just stewarding well what you already have. So today, I tipped well, and guess what? The next time I go in there, I guarantee you that girl will hug my neck and be grateful that I'm there. I don't let my kids complain in a restaurant. I don't let myself get impatient and complain in a restaurant. Why? Because I want to not only be a good steward of all that God gives me so I can financially bless and sow into the kingdom in other people's lives, I also want those people to know that's a real Christian. That's a real pastor. That man, his family, they're the real deal. So just remember, the person serving your drinks and your food probably needs prayer, not your complaining.